Hello, Mrs. Quevedo. Today I'll be giving you a walkthrough of your upcoming trip to Mexico. And so let's start with an overview of your destination. In Mexico, you will need your passport, but you're not going to need a visa because you're not going to be there that long. On your arrival, they're going to give you a visitor card with an official entry stamp, and you will have to give that back when you leave the country. So make sure you keep that safe with you with your passport or in a safe box at the hotel if necessary. Uh, you should be already up to date on your vaccinations. None are required, but the U.S. government and Mexico require or recommend that you be up to date. And hepatitis A and B can be endemic to Mexico, so if that is a concern at all, make sure you get those vaccinations before you have to head out. Um, if you haven't been to Mexico before, there's traveler's diarrhea is an issue just because of the new foods that you'd be encountering there that's different from what you get here. And you just want to make sure you're just getting food that is properly cooked. Don't eat anything raw. And there's current travel advisory level 3 because violence and kidnapping are sometimes an issue there, and also because of COVID-19 at the moment, so just make sure you're taking those precautions. Business etiquette is quite different there than it is here, or some parts of this country at least. Make sure you start your conversations with a little bit of small talk and have business cards ready because people are going to want those and going to want to give those to you in return. And they tend to be very polite folks and aren't super direct. So just be prepared for if they say yes to something, they might actually say no with their body language, so be aware of that. If you're going to be meeting men there, you'll probably get a light kiss on the cheek and a handshake generally. And between two women, you'll do a handshake or just a nod, and then if you get to know someone very well, then there could be a light kiss or an embrace. And whenever you're meeting someone's instructions should involve your title and your last name. And anywhere that you're going with a business focus on it is going to be formal business attire. So pantsuit, skirt suit, that kind of thing. For work practices, don't worry about bringing gifts to give to people, to your hosts or anything, unless you really want to. And then in that case, small gifts are just a nice little gesture of goodwill and they'll be appreciated. For the work day with these folks, they like to have several meals as opposed to just one or two large ones. And as it says here, expect for lunch meetings to happen then, which isn't going to be an issue with you since you'll just be at the conferences. On these conferences, you can expect those to start on time, and I've given you plenty of time to get to your destinations with the taxis. But for other kinds of meetings, there can sometimes be a little bit of lateness on the part of your Mexican hosts. And then for body language, as I already mentioned, they tend to be indirect and polite, and physical contact very common, so kind of get used to that, even though that's not the norm so much here. And this might change a little bit with COVID-19, but in general, they look at each other a lot and stand close to each other when talking. There is going to be the Revolution Day when they're there. That shouldn't affect too much for your stay. And then these are the city and country codes for if you need to call out or in before you head down there. All right, let's go over to the itinerary. You requested an early flight to get out there, so sorry about this, but you get a 5 a.m. pickup from your home in Coeur d'Alene from Payless Airport Shuttle Service. They'll drop you off at the airport at 6 a.m., or it'll only take about 35 minutes to get there. They'll drop you off. You'll have plenty of time to check that bag, and you'll already have your ticket up on your phone, so you should be set to just head on through since Spokane is pretty small. You get to Fort Worth for your layover, a little bit of time to relax there, maybe grab a snack, and then hop on your plane at 1 o'clock and get into Mexico City at 3:40. They are 2 hours ahead of us at Central Standard Time, So just be ready. Your phone will switch automatically, but if you're wearing a watch, just set that ahead. And then when you arrive, definitely use a kiosk at the airport to get a certified taxi. And you'll take that taxi over to the hotel and have yourself a nice relaxing evening at the hotel so that you can prepare for the conference the next day. You can change your money at the hotel. They do have money changing services, so you can change to pesos for paying for things like food and taxis. And the next morning, the hotel will have a continental breakfast there for you. And so you can take that taxi to take another taxi, have the hotel get a taxi for you. Again, you want to use a certified one. And just tell them you want to go to Citibanamex Convention Center, and that's only a few kilometers away, so it shouldn't take you very long, and you should get there with plenty of time to prepare for your presentation at 9 o'clock. And then once you're done with that presentation, you'll just be at the conference doing conference things until 6 p.m. when the conference center should be able to get a taxi for you back to your hotel, and then you are free to do what you like for the rest of that evening, explore, find some dinner, and relax. And then the rest of your trip there is just going to be enjoying yourself in Mexico City. So let's go over to your Mexico City destination page. And this is going to tell you about what it's going to be like there so you can pack accordingly. Here's your exchange rate for when you exchange at the hotel. Here's a couple restaurants with good ratings that I found on Google for you to check out. And then here's some of the more popular attractions that should be pretty cool for you to see. This one is supposed to be especially nice. And then if you have any issues with your there, here's the address of the embassy, and the hotel can get you there and get you connected if necessary. All right, back to our itinerary. Once you're done exploring Mexico City, you're going to check out of your hotel early on Monday morning, November 16th. They will get you a taxi back to the airport, and then you'll have plenty of time to check that bag again and hop on the flight at 7 a.m. for Guadalajara. It's a very short flight within Mexico, so you'll get there at 8:25 a.m., then 9 o'clock, and get to your hotel. And yeah, you just kind of get to relax for the rest of the day and enjoy Guadalajara. Next morning, 8 a.m., again, same as it was in Mexico City. Have the hotel grab you a taxi over to Expo Guadalajara Convention Center, and some time to prepare for your presentation at 9 o'clock again. And as with Mexico City, just do conference things, and 6 p.m. you're going to head back to the hotel, and then you can get some dinner and relax. And then after you have done the conference things, and same as in Mexico City, get to tour Guadalajara. We'll go over to our destination details here and look at what there is to do there. Same language, same electricity situation, same time. Very similar weather that you're going to have there, same money. Again, some restaurants that look good, and then some more attractions. Definitely check out the zoo. That looks pretty cool. In the Mercado, you can pick up some fun souvenirs, most likely. And then there's an embassy, or a consulate general, rather, in Guadalajara for you as well. Guadalajara. Back to our itinerary here. First, let's check our travel details, just to show you about your hotels. I already said that they do have their foreign exchange there. And there's your address if needed, and here are the amenities in there and your check-in check-out time, which you'll be fine on. And then the Guadalajara hotel, also a Marriott, so kind of same situation there, with also the foreign exchange if you need to change any more money. Okay, after you've had your fill in Guadalajara, it's time to come on back home. So early flight again on Monday the 23rd. Check out of the hotel at 5 a.m. Have the hotel get you a taxi to Guadalajara Airport. 6:13 a.m. Check your bag, hop on that flight. You're going back through Dallas-Fort Worth again. A little bit longer layover this time, but just time to explore and grab a snack or coffee. Get on your flight there from Dallas to Spokane, come home, and then the shuttle service is going to be there after you have grabbed your bags off of the whatchamacallit, moving thing. I've forgotten what it's called. But anyways, grab your bags and all of your souvenirs and whatnot and come on back home to Coeur d'Alene and recover from your long trip, and we'll see you back in the office. And let's just make sure we haven't missed anything here. Does not appear to be. And then here are the expenses you can kind of expect there, and we'll be sending you out with plenty of money to we'll also already have these booked in advance, and then we'll also send you out with that money to change the hotel for other expenses. So I believe that's it, and hope you have a great trip.